جاتے تھے، ہوئے زیر خنجر بھی تیرا نام لیے جاتے تھے، گردن شاخوں پہ جب شمر چلا تھا چھری، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، میرے ہاتھوں کو بھی رسی سے گیا تھا باندھا، میں بھی ہاتھوں کا نہ لے پائی سہارا بھیا، جیسے تو زی سے گرا ویسے میں نہ کیسے گری، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، قید خانہ بھی غریبی پہ میرے روتا ہے، لاش مستور اٹھائے یہ کہاں ہوتا ہے، فرض بیٹوں کا نبھائی علی کی بیٹی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، کیسے بتلاؤں وہ دربار کا منظر بھیا، کھیلتا تھا سر سرور سے ستم گھر بھیا، ہے مارتا تھا میرے مظلوم کہ ہو تو پہ چھری، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، قبر میں چین سے معصوم کو سونے نہ دیا، وہ ستم ڈھایا گیا کانپ گئی کربلا، لاش ڈھونڈی گئی نیزوں سے علی اصغر کی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، لڑکھڑاتے تھے بہت پاؤں تو گر جاتے تھے، ہو کہاں میرے جواروں کے یہ فرماتے تھے، لاش ملتی نہ تھی بھیا کو علی اکبر کی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی۔ تیری شہزادی یوں در در نہ پھرائی جاتی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی، تو اگر ہوتا تو ایسا نہیں ہوتا غازی۔ سلام۔
صلی علی محمد وآل محمد۔ جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا، سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا، جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا، سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا، کانوں سے ٹپکتا ہے لہو، شانوں پہ دیکھو، کانوں سے ٹپکتا ہے لہو، شانوں پہ دیکھو، ظالم کی اذیت، ظالم کی اذیت مجھے تڑپاتی ہے بابا، جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا، سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا، مر جاؤں گی پیاسی نہ کبھی مانگوں گی پانی، مر جاؤں گی پیاسی نہ کبھی مانگوں گی پانی، اصغر کی مجھے پیاس، اصغر کی مجھے پیاس جو یاد آتی ہے بابا، جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا، سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا، جب تک تیرے سینے سے نہ لگ جائے سکینہ، جب تک تیرے سینے سے نہ لگ جائے سکینہ، زندہ میں اسے نیند، زندہ میں اسے نیند کہاں آتی ہے بابا، جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری ہے بابا سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا یاد آتے ہیں جب شمر ستم گر کے مظالم یاد آتے ہیں جب شمر ستم گر کے مظالم یہ ننھی سی دکتر یہ ننھی سی دکتر تیری گھبراتی ہے بابا جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا جب یاد سکینہ کو تیری آتی ہے بابا سر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکراتی ہے بابا صلی اللہ محمد و آل محمد
Thanks.
Yeah.
Salawat. It is a truth universally acknowledged by Shias that the day of ARABAEEN is the day upon which the Holy Family returned to the land of Karbala to properly bid farewell to their fallen martyrs and grieve for their loved ones. After the Battle of Karbala, the family of Hussein were the ones to raise awareness about what tragedy had occurred. After all the suffering and oppression, the family managed to spread the word and help people understand what they had gone through. These people wanted to make their family's martyrdoms heard and not silenced. After the Battle of Karbala, Yazeed and his army held the family of Hussein captive. They were paraded on the streets to their shame, abused by the endless amount of crowds until they were presented to the tyrant ruler Yazeed, only to be ridiculed and disgusted by his actions. The family had gone through too much they didn't deserve. After the people of Syria had understood that the family of the Holy Prophet were innocent, there was an immediate uproar and everyone demanded for them to be set free. Upon being freed, they were on their painful journey back to Karbala. Memories would flood back to Sakina, alone in the prison of Sham. Their tiring journeys from city to city, how mercilessly they were treated. When they had reached Karbala, mothers flung from the camels onto their sons, their husbands, uncles and cousins. Zainab went straight to her brother. This shows how strongly Zainab loved her brother, as their love was deep and meaningful as siblings. Nothing could get in the way of them. On this day of ARABAEEN, Shia Muslims around the world go on processions. In the past, they had been banned in some areas. However, this did not stop the lovers of Imam Hussein from expressing themselves. As Muslims and followers of the Ahlul Bayt, it is our duty to continue to spread the message of Karbala, as it is what they deserve. I think that all their hard work and martyrdom should be acknowledged, not just in our community, but across the globe. We should be spreading more awareness about the effort and the love that Imam Hussein put in to save our religion. Bibi Zainab started off by reciting Majlis at her house to commemorate the tragedy of Karbala. Her love for Imam Hussein should teach us that our loved ones are precious and they deserve to be appreciated and cherished. Bibi Zainab properly wishes she could speak to her brother one last time. She did not deserve to be treated like she was. She didn't deserve to go through what she did. Bibi Zainab was very strong in the journey, with stories stemming from the court of Yazeed till the day she returned, looking so much older and unrecognizable. Imam Zain al-Abidin, the guilt he must have felt for not being able to fight for his father, bearing the sight of seeing everyone being martyred when all he could do was watch and pray. Little Sakina, what she went through was too much for a little girl. Losing her brothers, cousins, uncles and her father all at one time is not very easy for anyone. Her death was silent but powerful. Sakina's little heart just couldn't take the amount of sadness and stress life put on her. As for everyone else, children, women who had lost everything right in front of their eyes, this is something no person should ever deserve to experience. The treacherous and harsh conditions they were faced with was more than heartbreaking. This was the Prophet's family. People had no idea how important and influential these holy figures were, because they are the real reason that we know about what happened. Without the Majlis and the awareness spread by Bibi Zainab and Imam Zain al-Abidin, we would not be beating our chests in remembrance of them, those martyrs who heavily influenced our religion. Imam Hussein sacrificed everything he loved for us. I think we should at least be mindful of this and make sure the world understands how big a sacrifice he made. Christians have Jesus, who also sacrificed so much for the religion, and we as Muslims have Imam Hussein. Salawat.
My elders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Please can we start with reciting Dua Shafa for all those who are unwell or suffering today. Dua Shafa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma yujibul mustarra idha da'aw. Amma yujibul mustarra wa yakshifus su. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا ويكشف السوء أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Please remember to renew your Hyderi membership at either desk. If you haven't done yet, it is due now. Alhamdulillah, we continue to use biodegradables here at Hyderi. They are quite expensive. We humbly request you to donate at least £12 for family per year, please. We had 3 applicants for children's Ziyarah trip to Iraq. Alhamdulillah, we've raised enough fund to take all 3 children. We thank all those who have kindly donated. Jazakallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. On behalf of the MC and the community, we would like to thank Sheikh Abbas Ismail for delivering brilliant Majlis over the last 2 nights, and inshallah today. We had such a huge positive feedback, and inshallah with public demand, we will be inviting you, Sheikh, again, inshallah, very soon here. Allah, please salawat for me. Next year, alhamdulillah, we have secured Maulana Abid Bilgrami for Ashur Zainabiyya, inshallah. Thank you to Zakira Civica Rizvi for delivering super majlises, also in ladies. Please, a salawat for her as well. And lastly, please recite Surah Fatiha for all our marhumeens, and for the marhumeens' names will appearing on the screen now. Surah Fatiha. Before we start the Majlis, please, brothers, can I request you please to get up and please come a bit forward, please. Thank you. Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Brothers at the back, please stand up and move forward. Allahumma salli ala. Please welcome Sheikh with a Nar Salawat, please.
حسین کے چہلم کے زائرین کے حوالے سے 4 مصرے سن لیجئے. بہت بڑی مومن کی نشانی ہے کہ یوم اربعین مولا حسین کی زیارت کرے. اس کی بہترین نشانی ہے. اس زائرین کے لیے 4 مصرے. سلام آپ پر اے چہلم کے زائرین, آپ سب پہ سلام. سلام آپ پر اے چہلم کے زائرین, آپ سب پہ سلام. خوشا نصیب کے آپ سب ہو کربلا میں چہلم کے دن, آپ پر سلام. ارے خوشا نصیب ہو ہمارے, ارے خوشا نصیب ہو ہمارے کہ اگلے سال ہم بھی اربعین میں جائیں. ارے خوشا نصیب ہو ہمارے کہ اگلے سال ہم بھی اربعین کو جائیں. اور پھر فرشتے کہے ہمیں, اور پھر فرشتے کہے ہمیں کہ اس سال کے ظاہرو تم پر بھی سلام. برحمت ظاہرہ حسین علیہ السلام بلندر سلام.
اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد. رحم اللہ من قرأ الفاتحہ. اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین, والصلاة والسلام علی اشرف الانبیاء والمرسلین, خاتم النبیین, شفیع المذنبین, رحمتا للعالمین, مولانا وسیدنا ابی القاسم محمد. اللہم صلی علیہ وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين, لا سيما بقية الله في الأرض, أرواحنا له الفداء, ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد, السلام عليك يا رسول الله, أحسن الله لك العزاء في ولدك الحسين. السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء, أحسن الله لك العزاء في ولدك الحسين. Assalamu alayka ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. أحسن الله لك العزاء في ولدك الحسين. السلام عليك يا صاحب الزمان. أحسن الله لك العزاء في جدك الحسين. Mu'mineen, mourners over Imam Hussein, those who cry over Imam Hussein, those who are doing the matam of Imam Hussein, those who are doing the Noha Marthiyah regarding Imam Hussein. Inshallah, know one thing, that as we are gathered here, mourning over our Imam and what befell his family, we should know one thing. Bibi Fatima is looking at us. And Bibi Fatima is appreciating us. There are many things to be recited today. We will go through a few of them. We cannot recount every incident of the sorrows and tragedies which befell Ahlul Bayt. But we will touch upon some of them. And we will remember our Imam and his family. Rasulullah says that whenever any one of your loved ones dies, then after 40 days, hold a commemoration for them. Grant them the sawab. Give them these things as a gift. In other hadith we read that when a mu'min leaves this world, the earth cries over the mu'min for 40 days. Why? Because he offered prayers on this earth. Our fifth Imam says that after the shahadat of my grandfather Aba Abdullah, the earth and the skies mourned for 40 days. We will pick up the history of the sad events of what happened to Aba Abdullah's family from the moment he is killed on the plains of Karbala. Hussein is martyred at Asr time on the 10th of Muharram. Shortly after his martyrdom, just before the time of Maghrib, the forces of Umar as-Sa'ad, they say that now Hussein has died and we have killed him. Now we will loot the tents of the women of Aba Abdullah. So they begin to raid and they begin to go tent by tent. And they begin to look for anything which they can steal and rob. And they start to take all the small and big artifacts of Ahlul Bayt. A man was a little bit late. He delayed going there. He said, by the time I arrived, there was nothing left to steal. But then my eyes fell upon a dead body on the sands. This dead body on the sands was covered in arrows. And on his hand I saw a ring. And I said to myself, well, I didn't get anything from the tents. Maybe I take this ring. So I went to his hand and I picked up the hand and I tried to remove the ring, but the ring would not move. So then I took out my dagger and I took the hand of this man and I cut the fingers of this man and I took the ring from the fingers of this man. Then what happens? Sham-e-Ghariba takes place. They say that now we have looted the tents, let us burn the tents. They begin to set alight to the tents. Here, the experience of Janabe Sakina, what does she say? She says, when the tents were on fire, myself, the other children and the ladies were running to and fro. On one occasion, I bumped into a man. I asked him a question. I said, are you on our side or are you against us? He says, I am neither on your side nor am I against you. So she says, I asked him, I said to him, have you read the Quran? He says, yes, I have read the Quran. She says, do you see in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wa ammal yatim. As for the orphan, do not mistreat the orphan. He says, I have read this. She says, ana yatim Aba Abdullah. I am the yatim of my father Aba Abdullah. Have you read in the Quran, وَأَمَّا السَّائِلْ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ, that when someone comes to ask you something, you do not refuse. He says, I know this verse. Tell me, what can I do for you? What do you ask from me? She says, I ask only one thing. Can you tell me the direction towards Najaf al-Ashraf? I wish to look in that direction and complain to my grandfather Amirul Mu'mineen for what has happened to us here. The next day is 11th of Muharram. The family of Aba Abdullah is taken. They are shackled, they are chained. Here Imam Zainul Abidin is chained in a very special way. They say that a collar of steel, an iron collar, was put upon the neck of Imam Zainul Abidin. That was then extended with chains onto his hands. And he was made to walk from Karbala all the way to Kufa. And as they reach Kufa, Imam Zainul Abidin is at the head of this qafila along with Janab Zainab. As they reach Kufa, they are held in Kufa for a time. And what happens in Kufa is that the people are told, there is a rebellious group coming. You must beat the drums. People were dancing. People were singing. People were throwing stones. People were throwing all sorts of things upon Ahlul Bayt. After a few days in Kufa, the announcement is made. We now will journey from Kufa to Sham. Yazeed has summoned you. We are taking you out of Kufa, you must go to Sham. The journey to Sham, Allahu Akbar. How was the sabr of Imam Zainul Abidin? How was the sabr of Janab Zainab? There came a point when Imam Zainul Abidin looked at Janab Zainab and he sees his auntie Zainab. She was praying her prayers while sitting down. He says, oh auntie, why do you pray sitting down? Is there something wrong? She says, Sajjad, my son, the food and the rations we are given are so small and they are so meager. I have been giving my share to the children. I do not have any energy left that I may stand and pray. They were taken from town to town. The first town they were taken, Tikrit. In Tikrit, as they reach Tikrit, they are welcomed by the people of Tikrit. They are welcomed in which way, O mourners of Imam Hussein? How do you welcome the daughters of Imam Ali? How do you welcome the grandchildren of Rasulullah? With a rain of stones and a rain of pebbles. Bibi Kulthum is struck by the stones. Janab Zainab was struck by the stones. The children were struck by the stones. They were moved from town to town. From Tikrit to Mosul, from Mosul to Musayyaba, and then at the end, they reach Sham. They have seen Karbala, they have seen Kufa, they have seen the journey. When Imam Zainul Abidin was asked, Mawla, you saw so much in your life, you saw so much after the death of your father, tell us, what was the most challenging time? He would look down, he would hold his head, and he would say, Asham, Asham, Asham. The time of Sham was the most difficult. Why? On the first day of entry into Sham, we read an account from someone called Sahal bin Sa'ad. Sahal bin Sa'ad was a companion of Rasulullah. And he happened to be in Damascus on the day that the qafila of Imam Hussein reaches Damascus. People are jumping, people are shouting, people are celebrating, drums are being hit. Sahal says, what is this? Is this some kind of new festival that you people of Sham have? We don't think this is a day of celebration. They said, no, there is a group that has been brought. They rebelled against the ruler, they were killed, they have been imprisoned, and they have been brought here. He said, let me see, who is this group? He says that when I looked at this group. When my eyes fell upon the young man at the head of this group, I was shocked. I could not believe my eyes. This is Zainul Abidin, the son of my Imam Hussein. He goes near to Imam Sajjad. He says, "Oh Imam, oh my master, it hurts me to see you this way. I am Sahal. I am the Sahabi of your grandfather Rasulullah. Tell me, is there anything I can do for you at this stage?" Imam Sajjad looks at him and says, "Sahal, you can do one thing for me. Go and buy me a piece of cloth. Bring me this cloth." Sahal says, "I thought Imam wanted the cloth to cover himself. Maybe he was feeling cold. Maybe he was feeling like he needed comfort. I got the cloth, I brought it back, I gave it to Imam. To my surprise, Imam did not put the cloth on his body. He took the cloth and he placed it in between the iron collar on his neck and the flesh of his neck. I said, "Imam, why do you do this? Why do you place it there?" He said to me, "Sahal, since Karbala, this collar has been cutting into my flesh. I was waiting for the opportunity to put something there to reduce the pain." After this, they were brought in front of the Mal'oon Yazeed in his court. I don't know if you have the strength to bear what I'm going to say. I don't know if I have the strength to say what I want to say. They were brought in front of the Mal'oon Yazeed. Picture the scene. Yazeed sits on his throne. In front of him is a plate. Inside the plate is a head. The head is the head of Abu Abdullah. In the hand of Yazeed, there is a cane or there is a sword. And with this cane, he is poking into the head of Abu Abdullah. Sometimes he pokes into the lips of Abu Abdullah. Sometimes he pokes into the teeth of Abu Abdullah. He's playing with this head in front of him. His wife is there as well. His wife's name was Hind. Hind, although being a wife of Yazeed, she had love for the household of Amirul Mu'mineen. Because she had spent time in Medina, she knew Imam Ali and the family members. When she sees this group of ladies shackled without veils standing in the courtyard of Yazeed, Hind comes forward and says, "Who are you people? Where do you come from?" Janab Zainab replies, "We are the people of Medina." When Hind hears the name Medina, she comes forward and she sits down on the floor. She says, "I will sit next to you. I have a great love for the people of Medina. Tell me, who do you know in Medina?" Bibi Zainab says, "We know a few people, but the family that we know the most is the family of Ali ibn Abi Talib." Hind says, "That is my Mawla. I know him. Tell me, where are the family members of Ali ibn Abi Talib?" Zainab remains silent. What can she say? Then Hind begins to ask her that, "Tell me, in this household, there was a young man when I used to be in Medina. His name was Hussein. Where is Hussein?" Janab Zainab says, "Oh Hind, look at that. Look at your husband, what he has in front of him. There in front of him is Hussein. The head which is being poked by the spear and the sword is my brother Hussein." She says, "If that is Hussein, then I need to ask you one more thing. Wherever there was Hussein, there was another person. Tell me, where is Abul Fadl Abbas?" Janab Zainab says, "Hind, look at the spear. There is Abbas, there is Akbar, there is Qasim. These are all our family." Finally, Hind asks, "In that case, who are you?" She says, "Hind, you did not recognize me. Maybe because shimmer has hit me too much. Maybe because I have been starved too much. Maybe because we have been shackled and chained. I am Zainab." Hind cannot believe it. Hind begins to scream and shout. They say she even removed her headgear out of the shock that she was in. Yazeed reprimanded her. Yazeed said, "How dare you remove? your honor and your dignity from your head. How dare you become bareheaded without your scarf? She says, I cannot believe you are bothered about my hijab when in front of you there are the daughters of Rasulullah. You have removed the hijab and yet you are bothering about my hijab. They spend some time in the prison of Sham. They are treated very badly. On one occasion, Janab Zainab comes to Janab Sakina. This was a very painful night for the Ahlul Bayt in Sham. What happens on this night? Janab Sakina is asleep. All of a sudden she awakes. When she awakes, she begins to scream and shout. Bibi Zainab comes to Sakina. She says, what happened? What has made you scream and shout? She says, oh auntie, I saw a dream. My father came into my dream. Janab Zainab says, tell me, what did your father say? She said, my father picked me up so nicely. He put me on his lap. He wiped away the tears from my eyes. He wiped away the blood from my ears. And he said to me, Sakina, you are soon coming to me. And then Sakina began to cry. And she cried. And she cried so much that they say her wailing and crying reached the palace of Yazeed. Yazeed says, what is this shouting and screaming? They said, this is the daughter of Abu Abdullah. What does she want? She wants to meet her father. In that case, send the head of her father to her in the prison, but tell her to be quiet. The head comes. It is presented to Janab Sakina. Janab Sakina looks at the head. She hugs the head of Abu Abdullah. And then they say that she said three things. Number one, Baba, who has made me yatim, Baba? Number two, Baba, as I see you now, there is blood on your beard. Where has this blood come from, Baba? And number three, Baba, you know, you remember those earrings which you had given me as a gift? Baba, those earrings were snatched. They have been taken away. She cried, she lamented. She cried so much that eventually she passed away. Janab Zainab tells the jailers and the prison guards, she says, we need help. This young daughter of my brother has died. Now we must bury her. Before burying her, we will need some help to wash her, to give the ghusl, to give the kafan. They call a lady of Sham. She was known as the Ghassala. Ghassala means the one who helps with the washing of the dead body. The Ghassala comes. She looks at the body of Janab Sakina. The Ghassala, when she looks at the body of Janab Sakina, they say that she took some steps back. Janab Zainab said, what is the matter with you? We have to wash this body. Ghassala looks at Zainab and she says, if you don't mind, do you mind if I ask you a question? She says, ask me, no problem. Ghassala says, in all the years which I've been doing this, I've never seen a body in this kind of condition before. What kind of disease or illness did this young girl have? Eventually, with all of this sorrow, with all of these tragedies, with all of these calamities happening, the pressure upon Yazeed was too much. People were telling Yazeed, this is not how you treat these people. As the news began to spread, that this is not just any old group, this is Ale Rasul, this is Ale Muhammad, you cannot treat them in this way. Yazeed he was forced to free them from the prison. When he frees them, he tells them, you are free to go. Imam Zainul Abidin consults with Janab Zainab. He says, we have been freed. Now what do you want to do? She says, first of all, you tell Yazeed, he must return to us all of our artifacts, all of the things that were stolen from us, he should return them to us. What was returned? Maybe the armor of Aun and Muhammad. Maybe the shield of Janab Qasim, maybe the cradle of Aliyun al-Asghar. Each and everything that was able to be retrieved was given back to Ali Muhammad. Then they began their journey from Sham. Nu'man ibn Bashir was appointed to guide them along and to head them wherever they wanted to go. They left Sham, they came to a point in the desert where now the road was splitting. Do we take one road and go home to Medina, or do we take the other road and go forward to Karbala? Janab Zainab, Imam Sajjad, they come together. They say, we must go to Karbala. Why? Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, what he said to Yazeed, he said, with the artifacts, I want each and every head which you had severed from the bodies. I will go back to Karbala. I will reunite the heads with those bodies. Now in Karbala, what is happening? In Karbala, before even Imam comes, before Imam and his group come to Karbala, there is already one man arrived in Karbala. This is Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari, the great companion of Rasulullah. By now the news has reached the four corners of the Muslim world. The major centers have heard about Karbala, have heard about the martyrdom of Abu Abdullah. Jabir says we must go and pay homage and respect to our beloved Imam. Jabir arrives in Karbala along with a few of his people, one of them being Atiyya, his servant. He says to Atiyya, by that time Jabir is quite old, he could hardly see. He says to Atiyya, the first thing I want, you lead me to the river of Furat. Allow me to do my ghusl there in humility and respect for the ziyarah which I am about to perform. Jabir does the ghusl. Jabir removes his shoes. Jabir comes to the grave of Abu Abdullah with all humility. They say that Jabir, when he reaches the grave of Imam Hussein and he stands there and he salutes our Imam, when he salutes the Imam, he became unconscious and he collapsed there and then. After a while, his servant Atiyya wakes him up. Jabir comes back to consciousness. Then Atiyya says, oh Jabir, I can see something in the distance. Jabir says, what is it? He says, I can see some people are coming this way, but they look very strange. Jabir says, how do they look? Atiyya says, they have got black flags. They are waving black flags. They are clad in black. They are coming this way. Jabir waits for them to come. When they arrive, Jabir realizes it is Imam Zainul Abidin. When he sees Imam, Jabir salutes Imam. What does Jabir say? Jabir says, oh Zainul Abidin, tell me what transpired here in Karbala. Now what does Imam tell him? Does Imam tell him, Jabir, my brother Aliyun al-Akbar was slaughtered in Karbala and he fell from the horse with the spear still in his chest? And when my father wanted to go to Akbar, you know, on the day of Ashura, when Imam Hussein wanted to go to Akbar, they say something very strange happened. It was a bright day. There was no storm, there was no sandstorm, it was clear. But still Hussein was shouting, Aina, Aina, Aina Ali Akbar, where are you Ali Akbar? Because a black fog and a mist had clouded the vision of Imam Hussein in the sorrow of reaching his son. He could not reach Aliyun al-Akbar easily. Jabir, do I tell you about Akbar? Jabir, do I tell you about Qasim? Qasim, my cousin, the only one whose body did not come back to the tents. The pieces of his body came back to the tents. Qasim is that one shaheed that when he fell from the horses began to run to and fro, again and again, trampling the body of Qasim. Jabir, maybe you want to hear about my uncle Abbas, the brave warrior, how he rode to the river and how he managed to get the water But on the way back he was surrounded, and a rain of arrows was fired upon him, and he fell to the ground. And then my father cried out, Al-an inkasarat dhahri. Now my back is broken that I have lost Abbas. Jabir, maybe you want to hear about the most unlikely shaheed of them all. My father looked at my baby brother Aliyun al-Asghar, and when he saw him so thirsty, my father took him in his arms, presented him to the army of Umar Sa'ad, and said, if you have a problem, it is with me. It is not with this 6-month-old baby. But Jabir, they did not have any mercy. They fired an arrow which is used not for any human being. It is used to kill the biggest horse or the biggest camel. And with that arrow, they slit the throat of my brother. Or Jabir, do we tell you about Kufa? Do we tell you about the journey? Do we tell you about Sham? How much do we tell you, oh Jabir? Maybe this is the conversation between Imam and Jabir. They say that on the day of ARABAEEN, if we believe the reports that the family of Hussein reached on the day of ARABAEEN, and Jabir was there at the same time, if that is the scale of events which we are quoting, then what we see is that the reports say that when Janab Zainab comes to Karbala, all the women have gone and they are mourning over their loved ones. You would think maybe Janab Zainab would go and mourn for her 2 children, Aun and Muhammad, but Aun and Muhammad do not have anyone over them to mourn over them in the beginning. Janab Zainab walks past everything and she comes straight first and foremost to the grave of her beloved brother. When she reaches the grave of Aba Abdullah, it is there that we read, Zainab alayha salam collapsed. She fell upon the grave. What did she say? We don't know what she said exactly. Maybe she said, oh brother, I am sorry, but I have left your one amanat back in the prison of Sham. I could not bring your daughter with me. I have come today to give you condolences. Sakina is not with us. We had to leave her in Sham. She passed away there. All of the women are mourning. Imam Zainul Abidin is mourning. All of the women are doing their matam, they're crying. This is the first time they've been allowed to mourn in this way freely. They stayed in Karbala for a number of days. Some reports say 3 days. After the 3rd day, Imam Zainul Abidin comes to Janab Zainab. He says, now I think we've stayed here enough. Let us leave Karbala, we go back home to Medina. When he said Medina, Janab Zainab said, in that case, let me do the head count. Janab Zainab from Karbala had been doing the head count of all the people. When she counted all the people, when she looked at all of the people, she said, oh Sajjad, we are ready, but there is one person missing. Imam Zainul Abidin said, who is missing? She said, my bhabi, my sister-in-law, Rabab is missing. We cannot find Rabab. Everyone is here. Rabab's history, brothers and sisters, Rabab's history, if you can read it, if you can look into it, it's a very sad history. Just a couple of things I will say and then we'll finish. She says, we cannot find our bhabi Rubab. Imam Sajjad said, let us look for her. They looked around, they looked here and there. Finally they found Bibi Rubab sitting in the plains of Karbala. They said, Bhabi, oh Mother Rabab, we must go. It's time to leave this place. We must now go back to Medina. She looks at Janab Zainab. She says, oh Zainab, you say to go back to Medina. Tell me, for you, your husband is in Medina, yes or no? Janab Zainab said, yes. She said, you have a house in Medina, yes or no? She said yes. She said, I have nothing in Medina. My husband is in Karbala. My baby son is in Karbala. My daughter is in Sham. Why would I go back to Medina? Why would I leave this place? You leave me here. Imam Zainul Abidin says, no, we must take you. We will take care of you. Come, we must go. She reluctantly goes, and she goes with him back to Medina. Rabab alayha salam. Rabab, what a woman of Ahlul Bayt. What they say about Rabab, this is the final thing. What they say about Rabab is very sad. Her history is very sad. They say Rabab, once she left Karbala and she went back to Medina, she said, I'm making 2 oaths. I'm making 2 promises of 2 things which I will never do. Number 1, out of the pain and anguish that I have for Imam Hussein and my children, I promise I will never drink cold water again. And number 2, the pain that I have and the anguish that I have, I am making an oath. I will never sit in the shade. This is the way she dealt with her grief. They say Rabab lived for a few years, and every time they would see Rabab, she would have in her possession a bundle, some kind of bundle wrapped up, always with her. No one knew what this was. When Rabab died a few years later, then they looked at the bundle. They said, let us see what is in this bundle that she used to carry. When they opened it, they found 2 things. They found, number 1, the pieces of wood from the cradle of Aliyun al-Asghar. Rabab used to carry that with her. And number 2, the earrings from the ears of Janab Sakina, which were returned after they were freed from the prison of Sham. Matam Hussein.
چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا سادات کربلا کچھ بھی یہاں ہے کچھ بھی وہاں کرتی ہوئی فغا بکھری ہوئی تھی مقتل سرور میں جا بجا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا ایک بی دشت خونی میں جاتی تھی نہر پر کہتی بچشم تر عباس دینے آئی ہوں پرسا سکینہ کا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی
وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا گھٹ گھٹ کے لاڈلی تیری زندہ میں مر گئی تربت نہیں بنی تربت نہیں بنی بھیا وہ قید سے ہوئی مر کے بھی نہ جدا سادات کربلا جہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا جہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا سادات کربلا اکبر کی قبر پر ہوئی لیلا یوں نوحگر دیکھا نہ سال بھر دیکھا نہ سال بھر آئی ہوں قید شام سے اب ہو کہ میں رہا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی کربلا سادات کربلا بانو یہ بین کرتی تھی اے میرے بے زباں ماں ڈھونڈے اب کہاں ماں ڈھونڈے اب کہاں بتلا دے ہے کہاں میرا اصغر اے کربلا سادات کربلا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبیاں سادات کربلا سادات کربلا کچھ بیبیاں یہاں ہے کچھ بیبیاں وہاں کرتی رہی فغا کرتی رہی فغا بکھری ہوئی تھی مقتل سرور میں جا بجا سادات کربلا سادات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی وہ بیبی سادات کربلا دات کربلا چہلم کو کربلا میں جب آئی دات کربلا گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ 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 گھبرائی ہے زینب مدینہ لبریز ہے غم سے ہر بی بی کا سینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب ہے مدینہ 1 سال گزارا ہے زندان ستم میں دن باقی گزارے گی زینب اسی غم میں مقتل میں ہے اصغر زندہ میں سکینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب مدینہ اہل مدینہ تو خاموش ہی رہنا زینب سے خدا را تو ایک لفظ نہ کہنا جو سانسیں بچی ہے جو سانسیں بچی ہے کھو دے گی حزینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب مدینہ یہ سوچ کے روتی ہے بیمار ہے صغرا ہر فرض کے بارے میں اب پوچھے گی دکھیا ایسا نہ سن کر ایسا نہ ہو سن کر مر جائے حزینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب ہے مدینہ ہر بات بتا دوں گی جب پوچھے گی صغرا بالوں کی سفیدی کا بتلاؤں سبب کیا تھا ایسے تو بہتر تھا ایسے تو بہتر زندان میں جینا گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب جب پرسا مجھے دے گے سب لوگ وطن کے کس طرح چھپاؤں گی یہ نیل رسن کے احوال سفر کا احوال سفر کا کہہ دے یہ کہیں نہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ ہر زخم سنا دے گا احوال سفر کا، پھٹ جائے نہ دل اس کا جب دیکھے گی صغرا پیشانی سجاد، پیشانی سجاد اور سرخ پسینہ، گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ، گھبرائی ہے زینب، گھبرائی ہے زینب۔ زینب کے خیالوں میں آواز یہ آئی، محمل سے اتر کر جب فضا نے صدا دی، دل تھام لو بی بی، 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 لو آیا مدینہ، گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا، گھبرائی ہے زینب، گھبرائی ہے زینب۔ اس وقت جب کہ زینب دربار میں گئی تھی، قاری نمازیوں سے محفل سجی ہوئی تھی، اور ظالم یہ پوچھتا تھا غازی تیرا کہاں ہے، بالوں سے منہ چھپائے زینب یہ کہہ رہی تھی، ہے میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، سر چھپاؤ کہاں، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، سر چھپاؤ کہاں، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، سر چھپاؤ۔ ہاں مجمع عام میں بے وطن بے امان آ گیا کارواں، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، چھپاؤ کہاں، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، سر چھپا۔ ہاں میں بھی ہوں مرضیہ بنت خیر النساء، میرے لہجے میں ہے بابا تیری ادا، نام زینب میرا تو نے جو رکھ دیا، دے دی اپنی زبان، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے زاں، سر چھپاؤ کہاں، میرے بابا جان ہے زاں، سر چھپاؤ کہاں، بابا جان میری دعا مانگتی رہ گئی، بام در سج گئے جیت جی مر گئی، حلقہ شام میں نام سن کر میرا مر گیا ناتواں، میرے بابا جان ہو رہی سر چھپاؤ کہاں میرے رہی ہے اذاں سر چھپا کہاں ہاتھ کانوں پہ ہے نیل گالوں پہ ہے اور نشان جو سکینہ کی شانوں پہ ہے ہر نشان سے یہی آ رہی ہے صدا بابا جان میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے اذاں سر چھپاؤ کہاں میرے بابا جان یہ تیرا آخری تھا بیان تیری چادر بچائے گا غازی جوان مر گیا باوفا چھن گئی ہے ردا کہتی ہے بی بیا عباس 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 رک نہ پایا میرے باوفا کا وہ سر نوک نیزہ سے آنے لگا خاک پر بہن کو در بدر دیکھ کر ننگے سر سہ نہ پایا جوان میرے بابا جان ہو رہی ہے اذاں سر چھپاؤ کہاں یا حسین 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 وہ عابد بیمار تھا وہ عابد بیمار تھا چلنے سے جو لاچار تھا چلنے سے جو لاچار تھا اور شام کا بازار تھا اور شام کا بازار تھا اور مصطفیٰ کی بیٹیا مولا حق امام یا حسن یا حسین مولا حق امام یا حسن یا حسین مولا حق امام یا حسن یا حسین یا حسین یا
السلام على ولي الله وحبيبه السلام على خليل الله ونجيبه السلام على صفي الله وابن سفيه السلام على الحسين المظلوم الشهيد السلام على الأصير الكربات وقتيل العبرات اللهم إني أشهد أنه وليك وابن وليك وصفيك وابن صفيك الفائز بكرامتك، أكرمته بالشهادة وحبوته بالسعادة واجتبيته بطيب الولادة وجعلته سيدا من السادة وقائدا من القادة وذائدا من الذادة، وأعطيته مواريث الأنبياء وجعلته حجة على خلقك من الأوصياء، فعظر في الدعاء ومنح النصح وبذل مهجة فيك ليستنقذ عبادك من الجهالة وهيرة الضلالة، وقد توازر عليه من عزته الدنيا وباع حظه بالأزل الأدنى وشرى آخرته بالثمن الأوكس وتغطرسه وتردى في هواه وأسخطك وأسخط نبيك، وأطاء من عبادك أهل الشقاق والنفاق وحملة الأوزار المستوجبين النار، فجاهدهم فيك صابرا محتسبا حتى سفك في طاعتك، حتى سفك في طاعتك دمه واستبيح حريمه. اللهم فلعنهم لعنا وبيلا وعذبهم عذابا أليما. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن سيد الأوصياء، أشهد أنك أمين الله وابن أمينه، عشت سعيدا ومضيت حميدا ومت فقيدا مظلوما شهيدا، وأشهد أن الله منجز ما وعدك ومهلك من خذلك ومعذب من قتلك، وأشهد أنك وفيت بعهد الله وجاهدت في سبيله حتى أتاك اليقين، فلعن الله أمة، فلعن الله من قتلك، ولعن الله من ظلمك، ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. اللهم إني أشهدك أني ولي لمن والاه وعدو لمن عاداه، بأبي أنت وأمي يا ابن رسول الله. أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخة والأرحام المطهرة، لم تنجسك الجاهلية بأنجاسها ولم تلبسك المدلهمات من ثيابها. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المسلمين ومعقل المؤمنين، وأشهد أنك الإمام البر التقي الرضي الزكي الهادي المهدي، وأشهد أن الأئمة من ولدك كلمة التقوى وأعلام الهدى والعروة الوثقى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد أني بكم مؤمن وبإيابكم موقن، بشرائع ديني وخواتيم عملي، وقلبي لقلبكم سلم، وأمري لأمركم متبع، ونصرتي لكم معدة حتى يأذن الله لكم، معكم لا مع عدوكم. صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وأجسادكم وشاهدكم وغائبكم وظاهركم وباطنكم، آمين يا رب العالمين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى جدك وأخيك وأمك وأبيك وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك وبنيك. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا صاحب العصر والزمان، عجل الله فرجه وسهل الله مخرجه، وجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره ومقوية سلطانه والمستشهدين بين يديه. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة وموضع الرسالة ومختلف الملائكة ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Check it.